I'm filming my life update with an actual camera. Like, for the first time, I'm actually using a professional thing, and it's so annoying because it keeps cutting out. And if this video is really like, it's this fault, it's this thing, I don't understand it. Like, I just don't get it. See what was that about? I didn't even touch it. And then it decided its card was full, and then when I look back, there's just loads of fucking photos of the wilder people on it, and I'm like, really unhelpful there, Jobs. So yeah, good luck. Good luck watching that. Let me know if you prefer it with like this camera or my phone, because it's a lot easier to film with my phone. So let me know. I hope you've enjoyed it. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm currently editing the video you're about to watch, and yeah, it's all out of focus. But I don't particularly want to film it again. It like took all day. I can refilm it. I might refilm it. If I don't, you'll be seeing this video. I'm sorry it's out of focus, but you get the point of what I'm trying to say. I'll do better on the next life update one, but sorry, please don't shout at me. I'm new to this. Hi everyone, welcome to another life update video. I'm using my professional camera this time to see if it's any better than sitting next to my rats. I have notes again and a shit ton of stuff to show you, so bear with. I'm like not a professional at this shit, but hopefully it's a better quality. Let's go for it. Okay. I'm going to start off with talking about my JodieBowie stuff. So I have all my dates for 2019 announced now. You can go and check that out over on my Facebook page. The banner has all my dates on it. There's a date in May, June, July, August, obviously, October, November, and December. I haven't written down the bands, but I know there's like Black Tree Vultures, Beth Blade, Wicked Jackals, Black Bullets, Your Mum, Capulus, Trouble County, The Outlaw Orchestra, Western Sand Again, Crook Shapes, Our Propaganda, and Spider Bite. So you just have to go and search for yourselves, and I'll leave a link and like more information down below, so like you actually know what's going on. Last time I spoke, like did a life update, I was talking about getting a house band, and I think I've changed my mind on that because I've realised that quite how many bands actually want to be a part of my JodieBowie Rock Nights, and it wouldn't be fair to have one band play every single show anymore, or like that just wouldn't be a thing. It just wouldn't work in my favour or their favour. So I don't want to put all my eggs into one basket, as that wouldn't be the best decision at this current time, because I'm currently able to book varied lineups rather than the same ones all the time, which is something I've worked really hard to do for the last 5 years. So I don't want to do that. But maybe in 2020 we will re-explore that idea. I also wrote a note that says that I want to focus on bigger projects, so like maybe I'm expanding NozFest to be a 2-day festival rather than having it be a 1-day festival, like maybe have it over Saturday and the Sunday and make it with bigger bands, or maybe like have a 1-day festival but with 2 stages. So I'm thinking of doing that next year rather than just putting on rock nights. Like I might completely stop rock nights, I haven't decided yet, but I want to keep changing and looking for like the next bigger project rather than sticking like where I am and playing it safe. Like I like to be experimental and sort of go out there and try new things rather than putting all my eggs into one basket. So go and try that, and I'm also thinking of going to other venues, so I think that I want to put on events at other venues around the UK, so like go to London, wherever else there is places like Brighton, like Bournemouth, anywhere that isn't Southampton basically, like maybe Wales and stuff. So that would be cool. I'm also now endorsed by Cloven Hoof Rum. I have a little bottle of it here. I did actually do a giveaway at my last rock night and they won a little bottle of Cloven Hoof. I've not tried it yet. I'm going to wait to try it with my friend Jordan because he doesn't like rum. So we thought it would be a great idea to try it together. So I'm waiting for him to come around and try some. And they also won a t-shirt and they were pretty happy about it, so I'm glad that that worked out for them. I'll be doing more giveaways and competitions and stuff with them because I'm obviously now endorsed by them, which means they support what I do and I support what they do and vice versa. They will also have a stall at my NozFest, so make sure you come down and try some rum. Blogs, yeah, I also do blogs if you haven't read any. I'm going to stick doing my top 10 songs of my childhood. I basically write a blog about top 10 songs from bands of my childhood. My last one was T-Rex. That went down quite well, so I'm quite looking forward to doing more. I finally remembered what bands have affected my childhood and stuff as well, like McFly. I wasn't a Busted fan, I was a McFly fan. So like McFly, Stop Stop, Michael Jackson, The Stones, David Bowie, like Suede were a big band of my childhood. Like, yeah, I've got a tattoo down my spine with their lyrics and stuff, so I'm looking forward to exploring that because I'm learning more about myself and I want other people to, like, I don't know, discover new music. I don't know, that's literally all I do with my life. I also did a blog about my favourite vocalists. I'm concentrating on like new wave of classic rock stuff, so I'm doing blogs that feature my favourite musicians, like my favourite guitarists, drummers, whatever, and my first one was with vocalists. And Scott Taylor from Mason Hill actually saw it and like shared it, and I literally had like a little mini meltdown because I was so excited. Like, I absolutely adore that man, and like, such a proud moment because he's really inspired me to like kick my butt into action, and like maybe I'll start doing music and stuff because he's just so cool and I love his voice. I'm obviously still doing band chats. I do need to start interviewing a few more people. I'm running out at the moment, so I shall look into that ASAP. The next one will be with Tequila Mockingbird and the Outlaw Orchestra, so check them out. Also, I'm going to carry on doing my top 5 songs because I love doing them, and I'm actually learning, like, finding more new music that way myself, which is really cool, so I like doing that. As for vlogs, like to do with this channel, I really like doing gig vlogs. So basically vlogging my day, gig and the music. They go down really well. Like, I know a lot of people like to see like live footage of bands. So I'm going to start doing more of them. Like, keep doing them. I also want to do a behind the scenes of a rock night at some point. I was supposed to do that for my 29th, but it was just so hectic that it didn't go that way, and it turned out to be something completely different. But I would really like to do it behind the scenes, so you guys can kind of see what goes into planning these things, in case you want to know. Basically, it's really hard work, it's fucking stressful. I wouldn't recommend it. Like, if I could say anything about like being a promoter and everything, I don't do it. Just don't do it, it's not fun. So with a massive smile on my face, but yeah, it's so stressful. But yeah, I want you guys to see like an insight into what I do, because I feel like people don't really understand what goes into it, or they think I just sit at home all day and like type shit on my computer and then turn up at a gig and all is grand. And I wish it was like that, but it's not like that at all. It's really hard work. It takes so much time and money, and I also have like a full-time job as well. I don't just do this. So yeah, I don't have a life. So yeah, I'll shut up waffling about that. Music, yeah, I'm thinking about getting back into music again, and I feel like there's less competition at the moment. Like, I feel like I can be me for the first time in years, and like nobody else is going to take that away from me. So I'm thinking that I might start like recording covers and stuff. I'm not the best singer in the world. I'm really shit. But I really love it. I really love doing it, and I'd like to share that with you guys, because if I can do it, you guys can do it, because I'm really not good. So yeah, maybe I'll start a band or something at some point as well. That'd be sick, wouldn't it? I'd love to be like in a band. I think I really do miss like being on stage and stuff, but I also prefer being behind the scenes as opposed to in a band, hence why I'm a promoter. But yeah, I do miss it. I do miss it, and I think I'd like to explore that avenue again. Okay, and as for April, which is this month, can you believe it's April already? I swear, like, I just blinked and Christmas was over and it's now April. Don't really like that fact. Yeah, I have a lot of gigs that I'm going to this month. I'm going to see Mikey Ball on Friday, hopefully. He's playing at Buffalo in Bournemouth with some other people by the looks of it. It looks quite a cool thing, so I might head down to that. I'm also seeing the Rocky Horror Musical on the 10th of April. My calendar's up there. Which I'm really excited about, and I can't wait to dress up. I don't think I'm actually going with anybody, which is kind of sad. So I'm going to be walking around Southampton dressed as a man, dressed as a woman, on my own. Which I'm kind of scared about, but hey ho, we'll see what happens. I'm just excited to dress up really and see it again, because I love Rocky Horror. It's my favourite film, if you didn't already know, apart from Psycho. What else am I going to see? Cult 45. Cult 45 are doing a reunion in Poole on the 12th. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited. I have seen them play once, like 5 years ago? No, hang on, I was 18. Was I 18? Yeah, I was 18. Fucking hell, 6 years ago? Are you joking? Have I known them that long? Fuck. Bloody hell. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see them play together for the first time. I also didn't get to see them play with Andy, who's a drummer. I don't know why. It was with somebody else. I have photos. But yeah, I'm really excited to actually see like Cult 45 play as Cult 45. So yeah, and like obviously Chris is playing, Scotty's in that band, and they're like friends of mine, so yay. Shut up, Joes. I'm also going to see the Black Tree Vultures do their EP or album launch at the Anvil on the 20th. Make sure, oh, it's sold out now. I was going to say grab yourself a ticket if you can, but I think it's sold out. So I'll see you guys there if you're going. Yeah, they persuaded me to get a ticket, and I did. So yay! I can't wait to see them. I'll also be travelling to Swansea with them in May, as they've got a gig, one of my gigs on. So I'm quite excited to travel there with a band. I love bands, and they look like a right laugh, so it's going to be really interesting. Also going to see Suede on the 27th of April. I'm super excited to see them play. They're one of my all-time favourite bands, so I really cannot wait to see them play. Last time I saw them, I got to hold Brett Anderson's hand. I wouldn't let go because I love that band. So it'll be interesting to like get up the front again, and I love him. I do have their, I said didn't I have their lyrics tattooed down my spine. So they are like a big band in my life, because I don't have very many tattoos. I'll probably be seeing more of Chris Payne in 27 days. I'm going to talk about NozFest. It's going well, the planning's going well. I've sorted out my backline, that's all in check. I've sorted out the catering, I've sorted out the riders, I'm booking the hotels this week, so they will be sorted. There's photographers, there's stage managers and hosts. I'm also hoping to get volunteers. I really do need volunteers to help out. You can apply via the website, linked below. Ticket sales are going really well. I recently did a merch competition, and 3 people have won the giveaway, and they'll be receiving their goodies this week. There'll be more competitions on that coming, so just keep an eye out on the Facebook page for more details, and there'll probably be merch coming anyway. I'm also thinking of getting it featured in Planet Rock magazine. The only trouble is it's very, very, very expensive, and I can't afford it. I can afford it, but if I don't reap back what I sow, if that makes sense, then I really can't afford it. So I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure. It is a lot of money, like a lot of money that I could put into something else. But it does need pushing on the promo side, so we'll see about that. There's also a new band on the lineup called The Wicked Jackals, and they were they were previously known as Guns of Anarchy, if you haven't heard of them before. It was a discussed decision with other promoters and my parents, as they are funding this festival. It's me, my mum and my dad that are funding all of this out of our own pocket, so we have to make decisions that we want, as well as decisions that are best for like the audiences and the bands and the venues, because at the end of the day we're not going to want to spend money on something that isn't something we're proud of or happy with. So we decided that it was the right decision to replace one of the bands on the lineup and get Wicked Jackals in. It was the right decision not only for myself and my own mental health, but also for the festival as a whole. When I first had an idea for this festival, I really wanted to include new wave of classic rock bands, and I'm about giving bands more opportunities. Like, I want smaller bands to play with bigger bands, and you know, that's my thing, and I really like bands who are hungry for it. I had it like the other band, I won't go into details. We had a disagreement, and it just made the entire vibe like that, like my face. And it wasn't something I wanted to have to deal with on the day. So yeah, we changed things up a bit, but I'm really happy with the lineup now. I think it's incredible. I think it's better than I could have imagined it to be. So I'm very happy to have them play, and I think you guys are going to like them. And yeah, if you don't, I don't care, because they're really fucking good. So I like them, and that's the main thing, right? Okay, I put dealing with bands and being a promoter is genuinely hard and stressful work. Yeah, it is. I put young woman, like, I feel like I'm treated like absolute shit by bands because I'm young and I'm a woman. Like, if I was a 45-year-old man, they probably wouldn't treat me the way that they do treat me, because I'd be a 45-year-old man. But because I'm a 23-year-old woman, I get shat on a lot, and it's not something that I really like. I'm seen as a bit of a pushover, and I'm getting quite annoyed and offended that some bands think it's okay to treat me like absolute dirt. Like, it's not okay. You wouldn't do it to anyone else, so why would you do it to me? It's like, it's getting to the point where sometimes I just want to fucking give up. But, you know, I love what I do too much. I have a positive experience with 90% of bands, and if I'm in need of any help or advice, they're more than happy to give it to me. It's just sad, because I put bands first for most of my life, and I just want them to be happy, and all I do is look after them in whatever way I can. Like, I'll book gigs for you, I'll review you, I'll share your content, I'll do interviews with you, I'll buy you fucking chocolates if you need it. Like, that's just me. I just love bands, I love looking after them. They're like my little babies, and I just want them to be happy. And when they treat me like shit when I've given them so much, it's like, I'm sorry that I gave you all this attention. I wish I could take it back, but you know, never mind. On that note, I'm also thinking of working with less local bands and more bigger bands / hungry bands. So like bands that want to play and aren't gonna get cocky about things. Like, they understand where I'm coming from, I understand where they're coming from, and we can work out deals that way. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing with a more positive atmosphere and vibe to it. I don't want to put on a gig, come home, and then the next day like feel like shit because one of the bands was pissy for no reason. Like, that's just not the way I want things to be in my environment. I want everyone to be happy and everyone to be on the same level, no one treated better than the other. That's just not what I'm about. So I'm thinking of working things around when it comes to that. Also, there was a photo posted online which was clearly directed at me, and it was just basically a photo of a band sticking their fingers up at me. And it's kind of funny because it really was unnecessary and didn't need to be declared. And it was such an obvious dig at me. Everyone who's seen it has said it was clearly directed and aimed at me. My parents are like really angry about it. My dad is not happy at all. We're not gonna like do anything about it because it's just a photograph. We can't prove anything, but it's just so obviously it's aimed at me. Like when I first saw it, I was a bit like, oh. Now I'm just like, that's really kind of funny actually, for what they are and like how mature they are with dealing with things. So it doesn't really affect me anymore, which is good. And my way of dealing with it is just to ignore and carry on with my life, because I have way better things in the pipeline to be thinking about than a picture of a band that think it's okay to stick their fingers up at me for like no reason really. It's just kind of funny, it's hilarious, and good luck in the future. Goals, yeah, the last time I did a life update video I talked about my goals, and yeah, I completed all my January, February and March goals, so it's going really well and I really like doing it because it's definitely made me happier, and I recommend it like to anyone who's like struggling like mental health wise. Like set yourself goals like each month and tick them off as you do them, and like set a treat or something for when you achieve them all, because it makes you work harder and they do actually change your life in like a good way when you do the goals. Like if I didn't do them, my life would still be shit. So I'm really happy that I have done that. Some of them are really shit, like no fizzy drinks for a month, or don't eat chocolate for a month, cut out alcohol, and some of it are like work more hours at work, which I have been doing. Have a stricter diet, like exercise, stop taking naps, like cut this person out of your life, cut that person out of your life, and it really does work, so I recommend it. As for the treat, because my treat was to treat my friends, we're not going to do the weekend away in July anymore because, what's his face, Jordan and Stephen are away at Ramblin' Man. It is Ramblin' Man, isn't it? I hope it's that one. So they can't make it. So it's changed to be 5 days at Rowena's house in May with me and Jordan. And then there's going to be a few trips to Hard Rock Hell, because I've won tickets to Hard Rock Hell Sleaze, Hard Rock Hell 13, Hard Rock Hell AOR and the Choir Boys. So a lot of my friends are going to those or are playing. So the general gist is like we'll go to those, meet up together, and that'll be our treat. So yeah, that's our treat now, basically going to a shit ton of festivals. And my birthday, I want to talk about my birthday. I'm going to show you my presents. I'm 23 now, guys. I'm 23. I feel great, actually. I think 23 is going to be my age. I'm going to make it my thing. So, yeah, but I want to show you what I got for my birthday to begin with. I'm going to start off with this book. It was actually a Christmas present, but it only arrived a couple of days ago. And it's this book by Brittany Louise Taylor. Called A Sucky Love Story, and it's basically about she was seeing this guy. It's a real story, she's a YouTuber, check it out. Seeing this guy, and he just didn't turn out to be who she thought, you know, or expected him to be. And yeah, I'm on chapter 3 at the moment, and it's a really good book. I can't wait to finish it. A lot of good tips in here if you suck at dating. I suck at dating. I always go for the wrong one, so this is a good book. This is probably going to be my Bible for the next couple of weeks. I also got a Jeffree Star makeup bag. You should obviously know that I'm absolutely obsessed with Jeffree Star. He is my life. I love his makeup. I love him as a person. He is my ideal man. It's a shame he's gay. But I absolutely love him. So I got this bag and it can fit all my palettes in it, and along with all my other shit, so I don't have to carry like 10 different bags with me when I go away. I can just stick it all in here, and it's like a blue holographic colour, closest thing to black in it, and yeah, I feel so good. I really like it. I also got given 2 bars of dairy milk from work. Like, I didn't actually expect to get them. They're like, what do you want for your birthday? And I'm like, chocolate. And got chocolate. I can't fucking wait to eat this. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea and dunk it in my tea because I love it. I love doing that. And watch Santa Clarita Diet. That's back on Netflix. Fucking banging. Obviously, if you haven't watched The Dirt, watch The Dirt. But yeah, really happy about my chocolate. I also got given a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc by Nick, who is one of my regulars who comes to my rock nights. I don't know how you knew that Sauvignon Blanc was my favourite, but it's my fucking favourite wine, and I'm so glad I have this. Maybe I'll drink it tonight. I have nothing to do for the next 3 days. Sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Smash. But yeah, I'm really happy about that. Oh, 11.5%. We're going to get smashed on this. That's amazing. Obviously, my little poison hoof. And I've got a box set of Some Mothers Do Have 'Em, because I love really old comedies like Only Fools and Horses and stuff like that. They're like my favourite thing. And then this little baby I got given to by my best friend V. She hand drew it. She actually designed the poster and logo for NozFest. So this is her work. It probably looks very similar to the poster and everything. But yeah, this is her like genuine artwork, and it's in my living room. I just took it down for this video, and it looks fucking sick. I love it. I nearly left it behind because I was so drunk, and luckily Luke picked it up, remembered to pick it up and put it in Phil's car for me, and then Phil forgot that it was in his car. And I was like, oh my god, I've lost it. But he found it and dropped it around. So I'm really happy about that because I thought I lost it. But no, I didn't. It was there. Thank you, B. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Phil. I love it. Yeah, so that leads me on to chatting about my rock night. I put on a rock night for my 23rd birthday. Because I can. And I had Western Sand headline with support from Beth Lade and the Beautiful Disasters and 27 Days. It's been booked since like July last year. So it's been like ages waiting for this thing to happen. But it was complete success. Yes, I love it when my rock nights were a success, and it was. It pretty much sold out, which is always a bonus. Apparently the pre-organisation wasn't great. When I say that, I mean I told the bands to be there between 4:30 and 5. So I expected them to be there between 4:30 and 5. What time was the band there? 20 to 7. Not my fault. Everyone else was there on time except one. And that kind of fucked things up a bit, but that wasn't my fault. So the pre-organisation was a bit shit, but that wasn't my fault really. And my dad wasn't there to help me. He decided that he wasn't going to come, so I had to do like everything on my own, and it's the first time me like doing that. So luckily I had Mark and V to help me on the door, because it was my birthday and everyone just wanted to buy me drinks. So I was like which wasn't the best, but yeah, hopefully like I'll get someone on the door who will be there at every single gig, and I'll help them out or like show them what to do so that they know what they're doing, and then I can just run around doing this the rest of the night, which is what I usually do on my rock nights. I'm like, you okay? You okay? Is this well? This? And then yeah, it's hard to do everything at once and be professional and get bought JD and Coke. It's hard. It's hard to, you know, the sucky life of being a pro. I got to do Luke's makeup like Rick Mars. Oh my god, I wish I got photographic evidence of this because he looked so fit. Hi Luke, you did look absolutely amazing. I did it in the dark as well, so it was probably really shit, but the contour, I do love a contour. and he looked pretty fucking hot as Mick Mars, so what can I say? Do your makeup like Mick Mars, Luke. Convince him to wear guy eyeliner, Beth. It would go down a treat, I'm sure. He also let me straighten his hair. I'm not entirely sure why, but he wanted me to straighten his hair, so I straightened his hair. I was so scared that I was going to burn it off and then he would never speak to me again. But I don't straighten hair. This is natural, so yeah. I don't know how you straighten hair. Never owned a pair of whatever they're called, ever. It was lovely to catch up with Beth and co. I've not seen Beth since October 2017. And yeah, she's one of my best friends, as is Luke, so it was lovely to catch up with them. All my best friends were in the same room, like V was there, Luke was there, Jordan was there, Beth was there. Sadly Rowena and Emma weren't there, but you know, the main bulk of my besties were there, and we had an amazing time, and it was so lovely to see them all. I love them guys. I honestly love them guys so much. Completely forgot how tall Beth is. She looked absolutely beautiful, by the way. Like when I saw her without her makeup on, I was like, I wish I looked like that without my makeup on, because she looks absolutely gorgeous. And then I only look gorgeous when I do this to my face. I was like, oh, and I totally forgot she's like a lot taller than me. Like when I see photos of her, I think she's my height, and then I meet her and I'm like, oh, no, I'm the small one. Everyone's taller than me, it sucks. Yeah, but they totally blew like the roof off the joint. It was amazing. Like, I'm so glad I finally got to see them play live. They're gonna go down like a fucking storm at my NozFest, I can tell that for sure. I also got a lot of compliments about 27 Days. They went down really well. So I'm excited to have them play NozFest. I think that's definitely a good idea. Yeah, play more originals, because you guys are good. Yeah. It's also weird to think that people know me now. Like, they'll come up to me and want a hug, a chat, and I probably have no idea who they are, but they know exactly who I am, and I'm like, which is cool but strange. But I'm glad that people think I'm like that approachable, that you can just come up to me for a hug or whatever. Like, keep doing it, keep doing it. I won't not give you a hug, but if I look at you like, that's because I'm trying to work out where I know you from. But yeah, I think that was like the best birthday I've had. Like, it was definitely like the best rock night I've ever put on in my entire existence. And I've put on loads. So I think that's definitely my best one, and it was on a par with my 21st birthday, which I didn't think I could ever top, but hey, I think I almost did it then, so. And to finish off this really long video, which I hope is in focus, I just want to let you guys know that my favourite bands that I'm listening to at the moment are, oh, slow in focus, is Theory of a Dead Man, Those Damn Crows, The Wicked Jackals, and Motley fucking Crue. Bye guys.